Well, this year it has not been all basketball for the Heat. In fact, the franchise won a big victory earlier this year when voters approved plans to build a new arena on Bayfront Park. It'll be ready for the 1999 season. Pat Riley expects it'll be a first-class place for what he envisions as a first-place team. Pat Riley was a hard-nosed upstate New York kid who worked his way into the NBA. Now he wants his players to be just as tough. He doesn't want to be feared, but he doesn't mind it either.
I don't think they deep down, you know, have this dreaded fear of me. I'd be surprised, but I'm not so sure.
Well, is this a democracy or a monarchy?
There's no democracy in sports.
Tough words. But in talking with the coach who has the unflappable image, you discover a man with vulnerability and humility. Were you born to coach?
I don't know if I was born to do it. Sometimes I wonder, you know, I find myself at times rambling. I find myself a lot of times questioning deeply, you know, what I say to players and what I say to the team.
Riley has faced his own questions. In L.A., skeptics said he won simply with superior talent. In New York, they said he didn't win the big one. Would it mean more for you to win here because it's your own hand-picked team?
I'm not looking for any of that kind of credit. I don't need it. As a matter of fact, when I was in LA, I got more credit for not getting enough credit than anybody in the history of the NBA. You know, I get thrown out there a lot, and from the standpoint that I do now, it's quite frankly, it's embarrassing for me. It is, because I know that my job is limited.
Do you take this game home with you?
Yes. Yeah, I got to. I don't think anybody that is passionate about their work can punch in and punch out. And if there is somebody who is hugely successful that does that and can do both, I'd like to know the formula, because I'd love to have it.
Are you as passionate about anything else?
No, not right now. You know, obviously the human part of my life, which is my family and my children, my wife, and but there isn't anything else at all in my life that I have that kind of passion for. I love to speak to groups.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, 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 baby! Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you ever feel a guy with your gifts could be contributing something else, somewhere else?
I hope so. Sometimes, you know, I question the relevance of what I'm doing. You know, I mean, am I doing something that's going to help somebody down the road? I think so.
Moments before a huge game, what's his mood?
He's preoccupied. He's totally calm. He's thinking. He wouldn't notice anybody in the crowd, even if I sat next to him.
But his wife, Chris Riley, sits across from him instead. She notices how fans have taken to her husband's team and how the two of them are taking to South Florida. You guys love it here?
We do. We're very happy to be here and plan to be here a long time.
Away from the court, Riley's a moviegoer, book reader, and family man. They have 2 kids. And if they're like Dad, they never leave home looking grungy.
That was hammered into me when I was a young man. I mean, I could not leave the house in anything else that wasn't pressed, clean, groomed, shoes shined. I mean, that's just the way it was.
Riley wants the Heat organization to share his first-class taste. Feeling like a winner, he says, can help you become one.
And I do believe there's going to be balloons, and there's going to be confetti, and there's going to be shirts and hats, and I do believe that one day here we will win a world championship. I believe that. I do.
I have to see that image. I mean, to me, that's what keeps you going.
Pat Riley signed a 5-year deal to coach the Heat, and he seems uncertain beyond that about whether he'll continue. Of course, if his vision of turning the Heat into a champion becomes true, how can he walk away from such a good thing? We've got much more ahead on Heat Wave, a sizzling season, right after this.